Humans only have five senses. Humans have five senses: sight, smell, taste, touch, hearing. That's the whole package, right? Wrong. Aristotle came up with that number a long time ago, and people have just kept believing it ever since. But scientists say we've got at least nine senses, maybe more than 20. Besides the big five, there's balance. Your inner ear keeps you upright when you stand. There's proprioception, that's your body, knowing where your arms and legs are without looking. Ever close your eyes and touch your nose? That's proprioception. We've also got thermoception for heat, nociception for pain, and even interoception, which tells you when you're hungry, thirsty, or need to pee. Without those, walking a straight line or even surviving the day would be nearly impossible. So no, you're not limited to five senses. You're basically a walking sensory supercomputer. Aristotle just lowballed us. Camels store water in their humps. Everyone pictures camels as giant desert water bottles, storing gallons in those big humps. Logical, but totally wrong. Those humps are fat. Yup, basically portable snack packs. When food is scarce, camels burn through that fat for energy. So how do they go weeks without drinking? Their whole body is built for water management. They can drink 40 gallons all at once. Their blood cells are oval-shaped, so circulation keeps flowing even when they're dehydrated. And they can let their body temperature swing like crazy so they don't sweat out water. It's pure desert survival engineering. The hump is fat storage. The water bottle camel, that's just Hollywood. Breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Breakfast is the most important meal of the day. You've heard it your whole life, but that slogan didn't come from scientists. It came from marketers. Back in the late 1800s, John Harvey Kellogg, yep, the cornflakes guy, started pushing breakfast as essential. Then, in the 1900s, food companies supercharged the message to sell cereal. And it worked. People started thinking skipping breakfast was basically a crime against health. But science doesn't back it up. So eat it if you want, skip it if you don't. Your health doesn't depend on Kellogg's sales pitch. Cracking your knuckles causes arthritis. Pop, pop, pop. Everyone's got that one friend who cracks their knuckles nonstop. And there's always someone else going, "Stop that. You'll get arthritis." Total myth. The sound isn't your bones grinding. It's just gas bubbles popping in your joint fluid. Studies show no connection between cracking and arthritis. At worst, if you overdo it, your grip might weaken a little. But arthritis? Nope. Crack away. Just maybe not during a movie. Sharks smell a drop of blood from miles away. Every shark movie has the same scene. One drop of blood and suddenly a great white comes charging from 5 miles away. Creepy, but false. Sharks do have insane smelling abilities, but not ocean-wide superpowers. They can detect blood at about 1 part per million. That's like a drop in an Olympic-sized swimming pool. Still crazy impressive, but it doesn't mean they're GPS locked onto you from miles away. Also, waves and tides spread smells around fast. So, if you cut your finger in Hawaii, no shark in California is racing over. They're predators, not psychic assassins. Still, don't go bleeding in the water if you can avoid it. Bats are blind. Blind as a bat. We've all heard it. But here's the twist. Bats aren't blind at all. In fact, a lot of them see perfectly fine, and some can even see better than humans in low light. They just happen to also use echolocation, bouncing sound waves like some flying sonar system. That makes them less blind, and more like superheroes with night vision goggles and built-in radar. Meanwhile, we are the ones bumping into coffee tables in the dark. Really, the saying should be blind as a human without a flashlight. The Great Wall of China is visible from space. This one's a classic trivia flex. Did you know astronauts can see the Great Wall of China from the space? Sounds epic, right? But in reality, astronauts say it's basically invisible to the naked eye. The wall is long, but it's very thin and hard to spot in the land. What's easy to see are bright cities at night, airports, and big highways. The Great Wall is amazing here on Earth. But in space, it's just a very, very expensive. Where's Waldo? Bulls hate the color red. Matadors waving that bright red cape. Clearly bulls hate red, right? Nope, bulls are actually colorblind to red. They're not charging because of the color. They're charging because of the movement. You could wave a blue blanket, a yellow towel, or your grandma's floral curtains, and the bull would still come for you. The only reason they use red is for drama. And because back in the day, it also helped hide the blood. No, bulls don't get angry at the colors. They get angry at the person. Lightning never strikes twice. Lightning never strikes the same place twice. People love to use it as a metaphor for rare events, but nature doesn't do metaphors. Lightning absolutely hits the same spot again and again. The Empire State Building gets struck 20 to 25 times every year. Trees, radio towers, and other tall structures. Constantly, lightning takes the path of least resistance, and tall metal objects are basically lightning bait. So if you're standing in a storm bragging that lightning won't hit you twice, careful, it might do it just to prove a point. Gum stays in your stomach for 7 years. This is every parent's favorite warning. Don't swallow gum. It'll sit in your stomach for 7 years. Sounds terrifying, like your insides are a sticky trap, but in reality, gum passes right through your digestive system like everything else. Your body can't break it down completely, sure, but it just moves along. Worst case, if you swallowed tons of it, you might cause a blockage, but one piece, it's out in a day or two. Gum isn't 7 years of regret. It's 48 hours, tops.